fun thing. So, you guys have heard about our customer experience, and team member experience, and our growth, and our risk management. Any idea how that relates to payroll? And if you have no idea, that's good because then I'm going to have something meaningful to say. No idea. Do you
Bringing
know?
them in to grow your household growth. So your payroll is part of that. Getting customers to come in and get their payroll through Wells Fargo and help their customers and or their employees and all that good stuff.
Do you guys even know what payroll is? It's okay to say, yeah, every other Friday when I get paid, I know what it is.
Isn't it mostly for business customers?
Yeah. I'm going to bring it down to a personal level. When do we get paid again?
That's right.
Next Friday. You notice how our paycheck starts really, really high, but by the time it hits our bank account, it ain't so high anymore. Why is that?
Taxes.
Taxes. What kind of taxes?
Well, we have the state taxes and then Medicare.
Social.
For the 401k as well.
Okay, so they got a smart thing. That's Social Security and Medicare. Social Security is for when we get old, and Medicare is for when we get sick. When you look at your check, look at that Social Security and Medicare. Did you know Wells Fargo matches that amount in your fund, dollar for dollar? Do you guys know that? Wow. So think about a business owner. You work for somebody who makes every day feel like a somebody incorporated. That's the company that you work for. And guess who your boss is? It's me. So you better laugh at my jokes. So I get ready to pay you, and let's say you make $1,000. If I calculate your Social Security or your Medicare or your Mexico state incorrectly, guess what happens?
You get penalized.
I am! Average penalty, $600 and $800. And what you may not know is behind the scenes, boss man, Wells Fargo, Mother Wells, they're contributing to funds that you don't even know about in terms of payroll taxes. In case we have to lay someone off, they're contributing to an unemployment fund. So there's a bunch of payroll taxes behind the scene that even if I only had you as my only employee, I still got to do the same things as big old Mother Wells. Okay? So when you're looking at your business customers and they're coming to the teller line or sitting down with you as the bankers, think about the struggles that they go through to make that calculation. Now remember, they didn't go to school for that. The second thing is, as you think about payroll, since you all don't know much about it, who's done their personal income tax returns? The only person that's smiling that raised their hand is you. That means you must be getting some money back. Don't laugh, I'm asking about. Now you only have to do that once a year, right? Think about a business owner. A business owner has to do that here in New Mexico 17 times throughout the course of the year. Imagine what you go through just to do it one time. A business owner that you sit down with has to do that 17 times a year. They go to 5 different agencies. Don't forget about calculating those taxes. And remember, the money that we take out of your check for taxes, we don't get to hold on to it. It's got to go to different agencies, right? So when I talk about payroll, that's what payroll is all about. And Wells Fargo offers that solution to our customers. Now, we talk a lot now about customer experience. So how that relates to you and how payroll impacts that is once we set a customer up on the payroll, we don't just make the sale and leave. After Josh, we sign that customer up for payroll, we go back out there and help them process their payroll. We sit hip to hip with them. The second thing that we do is we get them set up in our instructor-led class. Heck, we even give them $25 just for participating in a class. Now I'm an old cat. I have this this thingy-majiggy here, but it took a while for me to get this iPhone because I like my flip phone.
I know.
It worked well. Now imagine if I brought my phone, if they said, hey, you know what? We're gonna pay you to take a class on how to use this phone. I would feel a lot more comfortable. So that's another way we impact customer experience. The third way we impact customer experience is Desiree is going to sit down with our customers 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days after they process their payroll to help them with their handbooks, to help their employees view their checks online. And in that 90-day visit to make sure that nothing has been left undone. So that's how she impacts the customer experience, and as a result, the final way we impact that customer experience is our customers write letters to Wells Fargo. Now I know the customers that typically that we hear from are the ones that are I call them duck soup. Quack, quack, quack. See, she's laughing at my jokes. You just got a raise. But see, our customers, they don't quack. They sing the song of testimony of what they like about our service. And from time to time, you see me send those out. So when you get this email from the guy who looks like me in that little picture, open it and read it. Because I'm looking over your shoulder. Oh, that Bob guy. My shoulder. Got some cameras. So that's customer experience. So you're probably thinking, all right, well, that's good for the customer. You guys help the customer get set up with payroll. You sit side by side with them. And I understand how you help them because they have all these calculations. They have to make all these deposits and they have all these returns. But even though we're not in a sales environment, what's in it for me? Right? Because people inherently do things that motivate them either inwardly and outwardly. So this is how we impact your customer experience. First is through fun events like this. We call this ranch huddles. So we try to educate you on a broad spectrum, but I know when I leave here, the only thing that you're going to remember is my bad jokes. Right? The missus today told me that I didn't coordinate. She goes, your socks don't match. She's always fussing about how I dress. Anyway, so I know you're going to forget what I said, but what you won't forget is dedication through repetition. So Desiree is going to sit down with you and educate you through ECOTs, helping you watch our videos. Now Miguel's tell him now, see you missed a joke, you don't even know what tell means. But at some point he's going to want to be a banker. And in order to help his career grow and give him confidence, we're going to teach him how to teach others. So maybe one day you can be sitting here telling bad jokes. So as we work with bankers that want to grow their career and mentor them so that they can teach you more about payroll. And then the third thing about growth, or customer experience or team member experience is we need some kind of way to substantiate how well of a job that you're doing. So when there is an interaction with the customer that results with us sitting down in front of that customer and helping those customers make sure they don't have any tax penalties or late deposits and do their quarterly returns right, and that customer raves about what you've done, we broadcast that through the market through our testimonial, because it typically mentions the team member who helped, as well as in our Monday market communication from Des. It's okay to read hers too, isn't it? Corporate creates. I used to create them before this shakedown. I used to have cartoon characters. Now, hope Mother Wells is listening. But in that, she'll highlight a team member's success, not the outcome, but the process that they went through in order to help put a customer in a better position to succeed financially. So that is customer experience. Don't be yarning. I have an ad on my coffee. That's team member experience. I know I put people on blast. So I don't know about you all, but one thing that I take a lot of pride in is my bank account. Typically when it's positive, right? How many of you all participate in 401k? Okay, somebody wise told me put as much money in there as you possibly can. But I can barely afford to pay my bills. Well, imagine when you're 65. It's going to be even worse. So as a shareholder, right, the only way that I'm going to get rich in retirement is if we grow as a company, right? So Here's how we impact your growth, your stock. So certainly bringing on payroll helps our customers, but it also helps keep our customers, a Wells Fargo customer, I'll call them back later, helps us keep them longer. It's a fact, a statistical fact, that if they have our payroll service, they not only stay, but they have higher balances. Okay? So we retain our customers longer. Now, from doing this for 21 years, I see a couple things. One, I gotta pay you, right? Well, when I have, don't put your watch up, I still got about 3 more minutes. When I have payroll, I gotta pay you. So I have a funding account for payroll. Now, times are not always good, right? No matter what political party you belong to, our current president has gone through bankruptcy and succeeded, bankruptcy and succeeded. Think about our small business owners. Sometimes business is good, sometimes business isn't good. But at the end of the day, next Friday's payday, and when you look at me, you're gonna say, "Hey Bob, show me the money." Right? So when our customers can't make payroll, that's when we become part of that loan and line conversation. So that's another way that we impact the growth. And the last thing is we grow them, but we want to protect what we grow. So we help out with customer experience, team member experience, growth, and that last portion is risk management. So how do we help customers in that area? Well, I mentioned earlier that customers have to make 17 returns. They have to make 26 tax deposits. They have all this stuff. And if one mistake is made, the IRS doesn't go, "That's okay, you can do that next time." No, what they do is they send you a letter and saying that you owe us this amount of money for your mistake that you didn't even realize that you made. So from a risk management standpoint, this is key to remember. Wells Fargo offers 100% tax liability. When you're on our payroll service, if there is an error for whatever reason, Wells Fargo is going to pay that penalty, no questions asked. Think about that. Another thing in terms of protecting the risk, we want to make sure it's easy for our customers to do business with, right? I know we've gone through some stuff here recently in the news, but when a Wells Fargo customer joins our service, they get time to kick the tires. Did you buy something new recently? What'd you buy? Truck. You keep that truck, and in 45 days, the new car smell is gone. Can you take it back and say, "Give me back all your money"? It don't work that way. I like it. I'm gonna do it. With our service, you get to use our service, abuse our service for 3 months. If you don't like anything about it, Wells Fargo gives you back all your money. So there is no risk in our service. And the last thing that we do to help protect our customers is when we set up a customer, we look at the SVP and we make sure it's consistent with the Secretary of State site. And if it's inconsistent, we let the bank know that our customers are set up properly. So those are the ways that we're going to help you all with your ICP, customer experience, that growth, that risk management, and team insurance. And I'm glad I only have 30 seconds. That means you can't ask me too many questions, but any questions? So you're saying, well, hey Bob, what's the one thing that I can do to impact all this? I only want you to remember one thing. Well, two. First thing is I got good jokes. The second thing, I want you to ask your customers, and this is not selling, I want you to ask them this one thing. Are you ready? This one thing only. If you don't get anything out of this, get this one thing. Ask your customers, are you 100% happy with how you're processing your payroll? Is that selling?
No.
If they say, I'm 100% happy, you go on to something else. But if they say, you know what, I'm not. Great. I don't have all the answers in that area, but I know someone who does, and I have them give you a call. Can I get your word on that?
Yes.
All right. I'm done.